Welcome back to the 245 podcast, which is the number of beers that Mitch is going to destroy tonight because he turns 21 today.
Yes, sir.
Happy birthday to you. Someone join me, please. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Mitch. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
That was... Why was I getting like
For
romance
Mitch
vibes?
And Micah's singing. Mike, I would have
'Cause-
joined you, but I don't think that would have worked well over a phone call.
Probably not.
That's fact. There would have been a little delay and it would have drove everyone crazy.
Have you guys ever tried that app where you put on headphones and then you talk and it repeats back what you say, just a little bit delayed, so then it really throws you off? It's called like Speech Jammer. Have you guys ever done that?
No, I haven't.
It's pretty trippy. We might have to try it after this, but
What is that for?
fun.
It has no purpose. It's just like entertainment.
Yeah, pretty
That's
much.
weird. I didn't know if it was
know.
like to simulate. I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking.
Yeah, well, it exists.
Exists.
Anyways,
It is
Today-
actually Mitchell's birthday.
not the day the podcast is coming out. Today, Monday, June 5th,
It is the day.
is the day.
We're getting
21.
so ahead. It's going to be weird because this is
I
coming
know.
out in like almost a full 2 weeks.
I know. We're getting ahead of the schedule, guys.
Yeah. We're out of school and we're still on top of things.
Well, at first we weren't because we were recording like 2 days before.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy.
But anyways, Mitch, what did you do today for your 21st birthday?
Well, I woke up at noon, which is a good start. Let's see. I played some ball. I played some video games. I went and did some responsible things since my parents are gone. So like, I got the mail. Took the trash and the yard waste bins in.
That's tough work, Mitch.
Man, Mitch, how do you do it, man?
I was expecting you to say like I went and got groceries.
Yeah.
Like, I refilled the groceries. I
made dinner.
I cleaned the house.
I vacuumed the
I
whole floor.
No.
I went and got the mail.
Got
Yep.
the mail.
I got
Gotta
the mail,
start
brought the
somewhere.
bins in.
Good job, Mitch. I'm proud of you.
That-
Yeah.
That's true.
Hey, it's just like making your bed every morning.
Yep,
Gotta start doing
it's
something
gotta
little.
happen.
Then like 5:30 rolls around, and
It's 5 o'clock
know.
somewhere.
my boss and his girlfriend pop over to my house because we're gonna go to El Loro because they're gonna take me out for dinner.
Take me out to dinner.
Take me out to dinner. Joe Byron. Sorry. A little sidetracked there. So we go to El Loro. Actually, sorry. That's skipping ahead too much. Maybe I'm a little still out of it. So they show up to my front door. They call me and it's like, hey, I'm here. And it's like 5:15 when he said he was going to show up at 5:30. But that's okay. They show up with 2 cases of Hard Mountain Dew for my birthday, both wrapped up. And that's because both Chris and Brad, the owners of the Dairy Queen I work at, the greatest of all time, they both weren't on the same page. So they didn't know that each other was both getting a case of Hard Mountain Dew. So I was only supposed to get 1, but I got 2. So
Wow.
Wow.
that was great.
It's a lot of Hard Mountain Dew.
That is.
So, yeah.
Mitch, now let me tell you, you can't drink those like normal Mountain Dews. You know that, right? Okay.
Yes.
Just so we're clear.
Yeah.
He drinks those after he's had 4 other Mountain Dew.
Yeah. Things
Yeah,
get really crazy.
The cherry on top.
Yep.
So we walk into my kitchen table.
Did it hurt?
Yeah, and they said ouch. You freaking jumped the gun there. I was gonna say that joke and they said ouch. Guys, just like a guy walks into a bar, says ouch.
Joey has just gotten off of like 12 hours of mowing. And Mitch just had a couple Hard Mountain Dews. They're pretty much the same level of craziness here.
So we were planning when we were going to do this podcast, and this was like the only night that worked for Mitch. And Joey's like, guys, I'll be like just off 12 hours of mowing. I can't do that. I'm like, no, this is perfect. You'll be in such rare form. It'll be amazing.
Yeah, and then I worked the next 10 days in a row. So
Yeah. We had
So
to
it's
have it
not
happen.
going to work out for Mitch to do it any other time. So Joey just is gonna have to suck it up.
We basically just said, "Shut up, Joey." We're doing it tonight.
Your opinion doesn't matter. Just kidding, it does. I love you.
Love you too.
Thanks. So anyways, I grab a cold one, a cold Baja Blast flavor one, of course.
For the boys.
Yeah, for the boys. It's pretty good. And then they split a watermelon one. Because that's probably one that I'm not going to drink very much of.
And then they drove.
Yep. Yeah. So then we went to
Nice.
El Loro, got some tacos, and we had margaritas.
Nice.
I had a small one. But if you've ever been to El Loro and see anyone get a margarita, you know they're like much bigger than you expect. Like a small one is what I think is maybe like a medium, and they got a medium, and that's like that thing is like an extra large, bro. That's a whole bowl of margarita. So like,
Yum.
yeah, but yeah, it was tasty. My head was in a very different state. And
After one Mountain Dew in a margarita.
hey, dude, that thing was packed. They said they said it was strong because the last time that they went was on Cinco de Mayo, and they said they couldn't taste the tequila at all. So this time they was like, yeah, it's strong.
Okay,
So-
yeah, sure, bitch.
Mitch was tingling.
Lightweight.
I actually was. My arms are sometimes just like tingling. It's like at the elbows. It was so weird, bro.
I don't think that's supposed to happen.
So yeah, and now I'm here. I actually I 1v1'd Chris on basketball. We played 1s and 2s to 11, and I beat
Nice.
him 11-6.
Nice.
Wow.
Ice cold.
Yeah, I
Don't
did have home court
challenge
advantage
Mitch on
though,
his
so
home court.
yeah,
Yeah.
you know,
Well,
he should know better.
We've lost
Spent
many good
hours
men
and
that way.
hours shooting out there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I can't think of a much better way to spend your birthday than what you just said, and then
Yeah.
recording a podcast
And
with
now
the boys.
with the boys,
It's a good time.
not drunk though,
That's good.
nor with a drink. I got water.
Smart. You
Because
got to
I know how to work this.
hydrate so you don't dehydrate.
Yep.
Mhm.
Anyways, how was the rest of y'all's days / weekends or weeks? Josh,
There's a lot of different options there.
I don't know.
Days,
Choose your own
weekends,
adventure.
Weeks. We should talk about the weekend because I was home this weekend and we actually got to hang out.
Yeah.
we
Let's
didn't
talk about
record
that.
a podcast, but
Idiots.
we did see each other. No, there wasn't any time for that. But I came home Friday night, and Friday night was our high school graduation. Mitch was
Yep,
working.
we
of course.
finally graduated, guys.
Yeah, we
Yep.
finally made it out of that
Let's go.
that place. No, it was, who did we know well in that class? I guess Joey's brother, Brayden, who you all know, graduated.
Kylie.
Who?
Who?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I
who's that?
I think she goes there.
I don't know.
I don't
It sounds a
remember.
little
Probably,
familiar.
probably not important.
That's kind
honestly.
of Johnny Hagan.
Yeah, I know him. There you go.
Yep.
I like him.
Yep. That's about it.
That's
Graduating
it. That's
class
the
of
whole
4.
class. No, it actually was a decently sized graduating class for Vail. Ours was
Yeah.
like 12. Last year, I don't know what it was. It wasn't huge. But this year was 15. So, I don't know.
Moving on up.
Nice.
Moving on up.
Next year it's
Anyways.
gonna be 9 again. So
Yeah, next year is small. And that's my brother's class. And they have 2 girls, which still,
and one of them is my sister.
yep. It's not very many.
Represent.
But after graduation, I went home. And then all 3 of you actually came and hung out.
Yep.
Which was
Yes,
cool.
sir.
We ate some ice cream, except Joey, who is, I don't know,
You
a
need to-
psychopath. And
Joey,
doesn't like
you need
ice
to grow
cream.
up, dude. You need to start liking ice cream.
Grow
You're missing
up
out.
and learn how to like ice cream, watermelon, and cereal. 3 of the greatest foods ever.
Watermelon's growing on me.
Let's
no
go.
way.
Yeah,
Maybe
I'm
he
actually
is
starting to
growing
enjoy it.
up.
Yeah. I feel like my taste buds are kind of shifting for some reason because there's some stuff that I just am starting to like more now. So, and watermelon was one of those things. So,
Proud of you.
I'll keep
Yeah.
praying for you and hoping that ice cream joins the ranks of new acquired tastes. Because that'd
Thank
be
you.
epic. Because it's such like a hindrance to our friendship. All I
It
want to
is.
do when people come over is just eat ice cream or go out to get ice cream or do anything with ice cream. And I just can't
The
do that. with
final
Joey.
barrier.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's really
I'll work
holding
on
us
that.
back. Anyways,
I'll pray as well.
we all ate ice cream. Joey had some. He finished like a good quarter of a bag of Ranch Doritos.
That's not, it was crumbs left, man.
No,
Don't throw me under the
it was
bus.
like a quarter of a bag.
There was not that much left.
Joey finished off an entire bag of Doritos.
There we go.
He ate 3 bags of Doritos.
He ate out the entire Walmart Dorito section. He was a monster at eating Doritos. But then we just sat and talked, and eventually we started talking about conspiracy theories. And then we had the brilliant idea to watch a documentary titled The Autonomy of the Great Deception, which is about 9/11.
Very high-end Netflix film.
On
It's actually a
YouTube.
very low-end YouTube doc, but
Definitely not edited in iMovie.
it might have been with those default text cards.
That's what made me think it was.
It was
Yeah.
low-key funny, though.
It was pretty funny. If you go in for it, like this is going to be funny, and we're just gonna laugh at it. It's like War with Grandpa, who
Yeah.
we all saw that.
We all
right?
saw that. That
Yep.
was for a
Yeah.
basketball thing.
That was a basketball trip.
That was such a good time, but we all went in with the mindset of this is a dumb movie, but we're gonna enjoy it, and it was so much fun.
Yeah.
Yep.
If you and and the boys need a movie to watch together, watch War with Grandpa. If you need a movie to watch by yourself, never watch that movie.
Yeah, it's a bad movie.
It's a great movie for with the
Bad
boys.
movie by Will Smith. Just
Yep.
kidding.
Pursuit of Happiness.
Yeah. But we watched the whole thing.
We did.
It was an hour and a half that I'll never get back. But
Josh,
it did happen.
did you at least think it was interesting?
Yeah. And
Okay,
pretty funny.
then it's a dub. Yeah, funny and interesting doesn't get much better than that.
And I was doing it with you guys, so it was all good.
Yeah,
And then you guys left.
That's depressing.
as one does.
Yeah.
But you did. Actually, you were going to leave right away, but then there was this new UNW app that you all decided 12:30 at night was the best time to figure out. So you stayed for
Yeah,
a
we
little
had
bit
to-
longer, but then you left.
Yep.
And then Saturday, I went kayaking with my brother. Actually, he swam, I kayaked. I went to a grad party. I went and watched Justin's track meet, which shout out to Justin for kind of killing it at the mile. He ran a personal and season best. He got third in sections, which is pretty close to second, which is state. And he wasn't expecting to get that close. So that was really fun to watch him run. He ran the
Good
16 and the 800. He was a little worn out from the epic 1600, so didn't do quite as well in the 8, but it was still good. And then I went home and hung out, and then I went to Bray's grad party, which we can probably all
Yeah.
talk about a little because
Not
Mitch
Mitch.
wasn't there.
Except for me.
Yeah.
Lame.
Sorry, boys.
What was happening at Bray's grad party? Joey, you set up the whole day, so you can start us off.
Yeah, so I just spent the whole day setting up for stuff. We had to set up a lot of tables and chairs. There wasn't actually that as much work as I thought there was. And that's the nice thing about landscaping is I'm just like so used to work and doing a lot of work in a short amount of time that I was like, this is so baby. So it was pretty easy. But then people started showing up around 5-ish. I thought there was a pretty good amount of people there.
There was a lot of people.
Yeah,
there.
it was pretty slow for the first like half hour. Then all of a sudden I just looked and it was like packed. I started off the night by doing root beer floats for people. So we had a keg of 1919 root beer that I had to like pump and then like fill it up. And that was like kind of fun. And then like people would come up and I could talk to them. So that was kind of fun. But then I made my cousins do that after a while. And then I just hung out. Mike, I'm mad we lost in Spike Ball, man.
2 games.
You lost?
And it was Justin and Johnny, and they were pretty good. But they also got some hits that, like, I want to say are lucky, but it's like they were lucky.
And now knowing that Justin was worn out from his track meet and still beat us makes me mad.
Yeah,
Justin's
we'll run
just
that
pretty
back.
good at
Johnny's
spike
good,
ball.
though.
I mean, they both really were.
Yeah. Justin is deceptively good at spike
Yeah,
ball.
oh yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen Justin play spike ball. I remember playing Johnny, like, senior year or something. But, yeah,
Yeah.
that could seem like a devastating duo.
It was a devastating duo. We almost had him.
We should have
One-
beat them.
We should have.
Yeah, but people stayed for a while. Once the bugs came out, a lot of people left, but there were a lot of like high schoolers and some of our college friends actually stayed. I think the final people left around 11:30. So yeah, It was a good time. Mike, what do you think?
Did you grill the hot dogs?
I did grill some of the hot dogs. Yeah.
You didn't grill all of them?
No.
Okay, so the very mid one that I had at first was probably yours. And the
How
second
is
one,
it a mid hot
the
dog?
second one I had was really good.
They're
so
all the same.
I'm kidding.
Okay. Let's say.
No, they're your average grad party hot dog. But
Yeah.
it was better
I
than
thought they were
having like
better than average. They were like,
Yeah. Thank you, Josh. I
Okay.
thought they were too.
They're
They're
pretty good.
Costco. They're Costco all beef hot dogs.
Why'd you say it like that?
Now, if you want some above average hot dogs, you can head over to my Dairy Queen. They also have all beef hot
Okay,
dogs.
I used to
Just
actually
kidding.
really like Dairy Queen hot dogs when I was a little kid, but I haven't had one in a long
I
time.
don't
They
think
are
I've ever
banging.
had anything other than ice cream from
You
Dairy
should get
Queen.
a
I
chili
just don't
dog
think of
from-
it as a like food restaurant. It's just only ice cream to me.
You guys got to get a chili dog from Dairy Queen. They're all beef chili, all beef hot dogs.
That sounds
So good.
terrible.
Okay, Mitch.
What?
Yeah, I'll stick with my Costco all beef hot dogs.
Did I really say it that weird?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
You
pretty
did
much.
say
Yeah,
it
that
kind of
was
weird.
that was
I thought it was
100%.
I thought it was
replication
endearing
right
and
there.
funny. So
They
It's
were
okay.
Costco all beef hot dogs.
no, that's so boring, Joey. I like the other way better.
Okay.
I'm
I'll
sorry
break
if
out
we
my.
made you feel bad.
Well,
and
I
self-conscious.
do. It's all right. I'll get over it maybe.
I'll be crying in your bed tonight. You
Yeah.
made fun of me.
Perfect. Well, was that your whole weekend, Joey? Was that?
Oh, and then we went to church
Yeah, we did.
on Sunday morning. That was a little rough.
Me and Joey each had 3 donuts.
Oh, we pounded. That was such a stupid idea.
They were so good. Though.
We were so good, but people weren't eating them because everyone's a boomer and they're worried about their health, and we're not. So we just pounded 3 donuts each, and they were so
Only
good.
boomers worry about health. Lol.
Wham.
Idiots.
Obviously, they do because we had 3 donuts.
Yep. So I did that on Sunday. Then I hung out with Mandy for a little bit, and then I tried to fix my car muffler, and I bought the wrong part.
Put a Band-Aid over it.
Yeah, I just slapped the Band-Aid on it. Didn't work. I bought the wrong part, so that's tough.
What's
So
actually
I
wrong
gotta-
with it? I noticed how extremely loud it was, but
There was a little part of the muffler rusted out, so it cracked, and now it's like completely broke. So it's the exhaust pipe's not going into the muffler,
yeah.
so it's just super loud. But
Hmm.
I should hoping and praying that I can easily fix it once I get the new part, which I will buy some point this week.
Nice.
Yeah. Mike, how was your weekend?
My weekend was pretty good. We'll start off with what happened on Friday, which I think you guys know already about, or some of you guys know. So I brought my car into the shop
Oh,
to the Tires Plus down the road for a tire alignment because my tires are not aligned,
really?
you know,
Whoa.
as they are. And I brought that in, and then I was like, there's also some squeaking in the front of my car whenever I'd go over bumps and stuff. So I was telling the person about that, and she was like, well, do you just want to do like a whole car inspection for like $10? And I was like, sure, why
That's
not?
a trap, man.
Which is a good thing I did because they
That's what
called-
they want you to think.
I know, I did actually think that when I said yes to that, but
Yep.
I was like, it's probably good to check it. So they do that. They call me back, and the guy's like, hey, so there's actually like a lot of things wrong with your car. And I'm like, great. This is going to be expensive. So he starts going through the list. There's a bunch of things. I write them down. I call my uncle because he's good with car stuff, and he's an engineer, so he does a lot of that stuff. And he told me that he would be able to help me fix the brake pads in the front, replace those. So we're going to do that. That's saving me $600, but I still had to have them do the rest of the issues. And it came to $1,300,
Oof.
which was a little brutal, but it's okay. We survived. I ended up being at the Mel because it's just down the road from the Mel from like 9 in the morning till like 4:30 instead of my original plan, which is only like till noon, but whatever. It's all right. I got Jimmy John's for lunch. It was pretty good. I had my longboard, so I could just longboard from the Mel over there. So that was good.
Hey, did you get the app?
What app?
The Jimmy John's app? I got it and I did like delivery and not delivery, pickup. So you just drive through the drive-thru and get it, and they gave me a free sandwich because of it. So like now I have a credit for a free sandwich.
Should do that.
So you should do that.
Well, it's okay because I had cash, so it was basically free.
Well, then don't worry about the app.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was
Duh.
free.
Okay.
And And then Saturday, I volunteered at church, and then went to Braden's grad party. It was a good time. Spike ball, not a good time. It was still a good time, but we lost. Played some other yard games and had some good food, root beer floats. And then Sunday, went to church with Joey, pounded down 3 donuts. And then I went to 2 other grad parties for a little bit because I was hanging out with Kylie and she was going, so I went with her. And then we hung out at her house the rest of the night, and then
Simp.
that was it. Okay, Joey. This guy's getting married. Ultimate
Wait.
simp.
Chat GDP says that marriage is not a simp move.
Okay, did we decide whether we talked about this on the podcast or
I
not?
don't think we did. We didn't decide. I thought we talked about this on the podcast, but maybe we didn't.
Should I read it again just in case we didn't, or should we?
Can you pull it up?
We could ask some other people because I don't want to repeat if we already did, and then we could. Do it
Yeah,
another time.
just have someone email us. Hey, shout out to one of our random followers or listeners.
If we talked
talked
about marriage being the ultimate simp move on the podcast already, let us know and we won't talk about it again. But if we didn't,
Yeah,
we have a
we
really
have to
wholesome
talk
answer
about it.
from Chat GPT.
yeah,
Gideon, you just listened to all the episodes. You email us. Let us know.
yep,
You probably remember the best of anyone.
yep.
So
Okay. Does anyone have anything else from this weekend that they'd like to bring before the council?
Is that
No.
what this is now?
Oh, you know
Yeah.
what I did do today? So I mowed for 12 and a half hours. So that was great. I listened to Bray's podcast. Shout out. Great. Breaking Bread. The one with Mr. Collins.
oh yeah.
Bussin'. Mike, have you listened to it?
I did.
Bussin'. Like that. And then my second cousin, I believe it is, told me that he started a podcast.
No way.
So I listened to it. It was also Bussin'. It's called Not Qualified. Very biblical, wholesome
Wow.
title.
Nice.
Unlike ours, but that's all right. But it was really good. So shout out to Owen and I think his girlfriend's name is Natalie. They do it together. Bussin'.
Can I give a shout out to a podcast too?
Yeah.
So my friend here, he was a freshman last year, film major.
Okay. Nope. Canceled. Doesn't get a shout out.
My friend Landon.
Definitely does not get a shout out.
Landon Gruen.
What did he do to deserve this?
Landon Gruen, which fun fact, one of his relatives is Steve Gruen, who just retired as principal from the Edina campus of Avail. Fun fact. He and his friend from back home have a podcast.
What?
He and his friend from back home have a podcast called Secondhand Stupidity.
Okay. Never mind. I take back everything I said.
And they went on like a 2-year sabbatical, and they finally re-released a new episode. And it was pretty funny. And I hope they keep releasing more because it was pretty entertaining. So go check it out on Spotify. Secondhand Stupidity by Landon and Jonah. So, yeah.
All right. Okay. Well, let's get into this. Today, we are talking about sophomore year of college,
Which just happened.
so it should be pretty easy. I think I have a list. Mike has a list. Mitch, do you have a list?
No.
Mitch does not have a list. Josh definitely has a list because he's big brain, right?
I was only here half the year.
And Mitch has half a list.
Mitch has
Yeah.
a half a list and also an excuse. Mitch is actually
Yep.
going to leave halfway through.
Yeah.
Yep, we're going to kick him out.
As soon as we hit December, I'm gone.
Yep.
Easy.
But first, we have to describe sophomore year as something. We're giving it a little rating.
Okay.
So if you guys remember, we did this for our high school years, and we're gonna do it for this.
We
But
forgot to do it for freshman year, but
yeah, we forgot.
But
Wait.
that's too far gone.
Did you guys just hear that?
I heard that.
You're what?
We're being interrupted. The mail tone just went off.
Really?
yeah,
Mitch,
it really did.
Yeah.
Like actually,
you heard it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Always.
Sorry, we have a little interruption. We got to read our mail first. I guess they just wanted us to give you guys a little tease into what we're doing today. So this first email is from Gideon Love.
Attaboy.
He emailed already?
Yeah, about today's episode.
Wow.
He's emailing before it comes out.
He's listening in.
He's like,
We're live on the
Wait.
bell.
There's cameras everywhere. His subject line is "Normal speed is superior. Change my mind." And then he says,
Facts.
Solid gym opinions all around. Way to go, Micah, for getting more consistent. I was impressed with Joey for asking a random person how to do an exercise correctly. I was listening to the podcast while working out, and I have to agree with Joey, who is once again spitting facts. People at the gym don't judge you for being new, and if anything, people like seeing new gym goers who are just starting out. And then he asked us another question that we'll add to the Q&A list, but we'll talk about that later. Second email is from the classic PebbleGirl@JeffreyStone.com.
Oh my goodness.
From Pebble, who's Annika Stone. Her subject line is victory. She said, I would like to fight to be in the top 5 of listeners so that I can be in the 1-year episode. I'm going to go listen 11 more times to get that spot.
I've always thought about that. Could you just farm listens if you just left out and repeat, put it on like 5 times speed and then just leave your phone on all night? Like,
maybe.
Could you just farm listens?
I enjoy farming listens.
We should try it.
Okay.
I enjoy farming.
Josh is in Iowa. He could try it.
I'm the only one who can farm listens. You guys can't farm in Minnesota.
Nope.
It's ridiculous.
Anyways.
Well, Annika, we are pleased to let you know that your episode is now number 3. So I guess it worked.
Whoa.
Wow.
Jeez.
She's rigging the system.
Yep.
It worked. Yep, you passed up Junior Year, which is at 185 listens, and Eaglebrook, which is at 187. And you're at 189 currently.
Controversial.
Wow.
Dude, it's a close race.
Only
You're battling
3.
it out with-
You're not in it fully yet.
Yeah.
It's a close race between many episodes.
But she is the most recent one, and I don't think it's going to go the opposite way.
Yeah.
But
She's
it
also-
could. You never know. You can
That's
keep
only a
farming
few
listens
listens
just to make sure.
Few listens away from being number 2.
This is
What's
true.
number 1?
Number 1 is
Teen.
still Mr. Teen
By how much?
by like 50.
The
Oh.
goat. It's the goat.
So
He's the goat. He's the goat. The goat.
Mitch, are you drunk?
Maybe.
maybe you shouldn't have drove.
Sorry,
it.
I'm just referencing a video. It's really good. Really funny.
Anyways,
It'd be so much more funny if we knew the video, but no one does.
no.
Let me search it and I'll just play
No,
it.
Mitch, we're really okay. We need to move
We're already-
on here.
We're already
Yeah.
half an hour into this episode.
Yeah.
So
that is all of our mail because we're trying to be better about reading mail as it comes out. Otherwise, we end up with like 15 emails.
Yep.
And it's just a
But-
male episode, which is kind of a vibe, but
Anyways, describe/rate sophomore year as a movie. And Joey said he has one, so we're gonna let him go first.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it's like The Dark Knight because it was better than the first one, and just like Bane, Mitch wasn't in the second one.
Mitch
Mitch
equals
wasn't the second
Bane.
one though.
Oh, he's in half of them.
So Joey,
He's
is
in
that
half of
what
it.
made it better, or
That
Yeah,
big-
if Bane would have been in the second one too, it would have been better.
okay?
So you're saying if Mitch was there the whole time, it would have been better.
It would have been better. Oh, for sure.
Okay,
Without
so
a doubt.
you dug yourself out of that hole. Good job.
You know how disappointing it was every day coming back from class and not having Mitch just gaming, just yelling at some 12-year-olds.
or Micah waiting to watch Survivor until
Yeah.
2 p.m. when I woke up.
Yep. That happened a couple times.
So that's my answer.
Shout out to my Tuesdays and Thursdays where I had no classes.
Yeah. You'd sleep until like 2. Mitch, you got a movie?
I've got Knives Out. Now hear me out.
Oh boy.
The first one or the second one?
The first one.
Okay.
I would say
The
Glass
second one
Onion.
is not Knives Out.
yeah.
Glass Onion.
Oh,
It's Glass
that's
Onion,
true.
a Knives Out mystery.
Yeah. So, okay.
Joey, you're
Get it
wrong.
right.
Don't try and fight.
Anyways, so hear me out. So IMDb says it's a 7.9 out of 10, which is what I would rate this year. So
Except cut it in half because you weren't there.
yes. So it would then be a 4 out of 5. Anyways, so the first half is like all the setup, you know, because like I just had to finish all my classes to set up into nursing school, and then the second half where everything goes down is like where I'm working my butt off at VQ, and everything comes together, and now I got my life set out ahead of me, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, you know, the mystery of what's ahead of me is now solved in that second half of the Knives Out movie. So good.
I just want to know what working your butt off at Dairy Queen looks like. Like, please tell me how flipping those cones over is working your butt off. Please, just explain to me.
Flipping cones. We don't do that.
You flip
Blizzards.
Sorry, my bad.
He
Sorry.
doesn't eat ice
You
cream,
know,
guys.
carrying the store here and there, it's hard work.
Yep.
If you were there the whole time, you might understand, but you haven't been there yet. So
Okay.
yeah.
Do you think
Joey,
they let me
I'm
shadow
sure it's
you for a
much
day?
harder than like shoveling rock and
Mowing.
Okay, yeah. What am I thinking? I'll shut up.
yeah, you know nothing
Yeah,
about hard
totally.
work.
Thanks, Josh. Okay, Mike.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and say
Oh boy, this is gonna be bad. How do I
Gotta be a
already
Marvel
know?
movie.
it's not gonna be a Marvel movie.
What?
You know what? It's a Marvel movie because I just changed my mind. 'Cause I actually hadn't thought about another movie.
Infinity War.
Thor Ragnarok.
Oh, that's bussin'.
Because it is better. It's a good sequel. It's better than the first couple. I know it's a third movie, so that doesn't really work. Maybe I should save it for junior year. Anyways, better
Just say it
than
against junior
better
year.
than the one before it. I'll say.
Okay.
Ragnarok. It was epic. It was a good time. It was silly, goofy, a lot of good jokes, and just like Thor crash landed onto the planet, I was fully invested in the school this year.
Mike,
trying to make
what?
this, this up as I go.
No, just let's move on. Let's just
And
move
just
on.
like
I'm
No,
waiting
stop.
for him to reel this back in.
No, he can't. It's way too far gone.
just like
He's running out of line.
so Thor's dad, Odin, he was in the first part of the movie. Odin is Mitch, my father, and a very wise man who gave me my power when I was mature. And he died a little bit into the movie, just like Mitch left a little bit into the movie. Or a little bit into the, sophomore year was a movie. Left partway into, and just like Hulk was surprisingly there at the planet, which Thor was not expecting. I met a lot of really cool new friends.
Just stop. I
Which
cut
was
it
a-
off.
Can we
which was a
just
nice-
appreciate how much Mike reeled that back in and just made it fit so well? So
And just
impressive,
like-
honestly.
Stop it. Just stop talking, please.
And just like,
So let him finish. He's got to finish.
I gotta make my way through the
Let him
characters,
cook.
man.
Let him
He's
cook.
still reeling in. He's
Just
still
like,
reeling in.
just like Loki was like sometimes a good guy, sometimes a bad guy, but he was mostly good in this one. Joey, just kidding. Joey was my roommate. Sometimes he kind of sucked, but most of the time he was pretty good. Just kidding, that was a joke. And then Valkyrie, just like she is a girl, I had a couple friends who were girls this year.
you got friends that were girls last year.
Well, I
Was Valkyrie in the last movie?
No, I made a couple more friends that were girls.
Sheesh! Mike is pimping.
Hey, whoa. Got a girlfriend.
Yeah, you got like 3 now.
Wow.
Made a few more this year.
Kylie, I'm sorry. Are there
If
any
you
other
guys can see this, Joey has sunk it down in his chair, just laughing his head off.
Are there any other characters in Thor Ragnarok?
No, I'm sure there's not. Please.
Oh, there's the villain lady.
Who is Ragnarok?
Who is Ragnarok? Pete Sola.
I could see it. I could see it for sure.
As someone who's never seen Thor Ragnarok, I'm so confused.
You'll have to watch it. It'll make sense.
Joey's moved to the floor.
As soon as I watch Thor Ragnarok, I'll just instantly see how it perfectly aligns with every event in your sophomore year of college. I'm sure. Joey, are you going to be okay?
Yeah, I'm currently laying on the floor and I've made the mic point all the way down to my mouth.
That sounds like
That's
a
going on the-
vibe. I was literally just going to ask, how are we hearing you if you're on the floor? But then you answer my question.
That picture is going on the Instagram, guys.
Yeah,
so check
Micah
out
just
at
Mike
the
just-
245 Instagram.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just sniped a picture of Joey.
It's pretty uncomfortable. So I might move back up. But I
Nice.
wanted to see if this would work.
You got to stick there the whole rest of the episode.
Well, the problem is I kind of have to like do like a crunch and then hold it. So my abs are going to die in like a minute
no, that
here.
shouldn't be too hard.
Also, I forgot to say that I am Thor
Of course.
because
main character
I'm
energy.
absolutely massive from going to the gym this year.
And full circle. There we go, folks.
And that is my movie.
And we're
I'm not-
reeled in.
I'm not sure it's worth trying to
No, yeah, it's
go
definitely
after
not.
that, but I kind of have to just because.
Yeah, who cares about your year anyways? Just kidding.
Mitch. Mitch had a couple drinks today, Josh. Don't.
Don't take
Yeah.
it too personally.
Yeah.
Take everything I say with a bag of salt.
Not just a
Like the
grain.
margarita.
That was his lunch.
Guys, we gotta get this train rolling, man.
All right, Josh,
Everyone,
go,
we
go, go.
apologize. We're gonna get to our sophomore year eventually.
I'm not
we promise.
apologizing. This is great.
I'd like to take this moment to apologize to absolutely no one.
Josh,
I'm
go.
once again asking you.
Okay, we'll do the
This is Doubtfire.
sure, yeah, no. No, I'll do the Lord of the
Josh
Rings
is a
trilogy because it starts out kind of slow and mid and not that great, but then by the end it's pretty good.
There you go.
Who are
Wow,
you?
look at how easy that is, Mike.
You got to explain the context. Who are you, Frodo?
No,
Are you calling Josh
Dumbledore.
short?
I don't think I need to.
Harry
I
Potter.
think it's.
Actually, no, I'm Dumbledore because I'm old.
What are you guys saying?
Sorry, Josh.
Mitch is saying that he's Dumbledore, even though it's not a character in Lord of the Rings.
No, I'm pretty sure
I
it
don't care.
is. I'm pretty sure it is.
No, trust me, I've seen it before.
In an attempt to pick up the train and place it back on the rails, Micah, start off this podcast with a good memory from sophomore year.
Okay. Guys, welcome to our sophomore year. This is a very serious episode of the podcast. We're trying a new thing out. It's very in the podcast world.
We need some soft jazz in the background right now.
It's called
I'll edit that in.
It's called Podcast. Yeah.
Peaceful podcast.
Peaceful Podcast with light jazz in the background. Welcome back to the British Channel. All right.
Welcome back to the BBC.
Today we're talking about sophomore year of. I hope that
Sounds
jazz.
like golf commentary.
I hope that jazz music is still going. All right, cut the jazz music. We're getting serious now. Anyways, all right. Sophomore year started off with a bang. A-Train. I was an RA this year. Joey, you were there. A-Train.
I was.
Well, you were only there for half the time.
I was
just,
only there half the time.
just like Mitch.
Me.
But I'm an RA, so I had to come for 2 weeks at A-Train, and that was pretty wild. It's just a good time getting to know the team. You went on a retreat. We played a lot of volleyball, like sand volleyball at night, which was a good time. Joe, you would have liked that, but the
Yep.
MPs aren't invited to the
Nope.
retreat. It's literally all the student leaders except the MPs.
Yep.
Only the elites.
So yeah, basically. People that actually do work
Tell me about it.
for their student life position. And then Joey came the second week. Finally, I was back with someone in the dorm because I was all alone for a week. This coming year, both my roommates, neither of them are going to be there till like a couple days before school. So I'm actually going to be there for like 2 weeks alone. So that'll be sad.
I'll visit you. I'll be right down the road.
Okay, you come right down the road. Mitch, you'll have to come visit me. You have to move some of your stuff in early
Yeah.
to get it settled. But yeah, I'm kind of jealous of Dort because Josh, I know you've mentioned this before, but like you guys have way less A-Train for your RAs, like for your friends.
Yeah. Seems like a
So-
lot less drawn out of a process.
Yeah, it's a lot, but yeah. I also have starting the podcast on here.
Yeah.
Yes,
That was
sir.
a big part. Also, if you guys have anything that's like during this time, just interject and say your thing. But I was gonna say, starting the podcast was a good time. We started that in September, so we've talked about that on the pod before. But that was fun starting that, and we did it for a whole school year pretty much, which is kind of crazy.
Kind of
Yep.
wild. Not even pretty
So,
much. We just did.
We
for a whole
did,
school
Yeah,
year.
for a
We're
whole
like
school
that.
year, yeah.
and we're still going strong.
I'm gonna interject quick because I'll talk a little bit about the very beginning of my year. I didn't have A Train, but I was a WOW staff member, and WOW is short for Week of Welcome, which is kind of Dort's freshman orientation. It's not really a week. It is a full week, but the brunt of it is like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and then classes start Tuesday. So I was a WOW staff member, which basically means me and then Jeremy and Maggie, who are also WOW leaders with me, were kind of in charge of a group of freshmen, and we did all the orientation activities with them. WOW Olympics, I don't know, different events all through those few days. And that was a pretty good experience. If you recall the freshman year, I wasn't a huge fan of Week of Welcome. So the main reason I was a leader is to try and pick out the people who were maybe more like me and not super into the forced fun things and try and make it okay for them. And I don't know, just help them through a not so easy time, because it wasn't so easy for me. And I think I accomplished that. So I think it was a good experience. I'm not doing it again next year, but I don't regret it. It was still fun. Except for the Olympics. That was kind of crazy. And I'm like, why am I doing this again? I did this once already. But it did happen.
Good. Yeah. Beginning of last school year for us was pretty good. Kind of just like jumped back into the swing of things. Since we had all of our we had like a solid friend group already, and we just kind of just hung out with them right away and did that stuff. So that was fun. I was getting used to like my RA schedule and doing things like that. Mitch, you had soccer again.
Yep.
This time you were actually like practicing.
Yeah. Instead of just sitting in the stands the whole time.
Instead of dying.
Yeah.
And you got some playing time.
Yeah.
But so yeah, I went to a couple of those games.
Even
how's
skip class for one.
We did skip class for one.
We
And then we
did.
got crushed.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a lot
It's kinda
awkward.
Anyways.
Speaking of getting crushed at games, next on my list I have the homecoming game here, the football game. Were you guys at that?
Dude, I skipped that to write my paper.
Oh, you skipped a lot of games to do that.
Yep.
Mitch, were you there?
I'm not sure.
Sorry, I gotta sneeze.
Bless you.
Thank you, Mitch.
Bless you.
You're welcome.
And we got absolutely demolished. I think it was like
Wasn't it like 70-7 or something?
no, it
It
was
was like 53 to 3.
50 something to like 3. It was
Oh.
our homecoming game.
Almost like what I just said.
No, you said
53 to 3 is what I said.
I said 50 something.
Yeah. 53 would be 50 something.
He's not wrong.
Okay. And also Be Real went off during that, I remember, and made jokes that was the most eventful part of the game.
Yeah.
Because everyone had their B Reels, taking their B Reels. So, and then the FSS Eagle Instagram made a funny post about that too. So that was pretty good.
Man,
I really wonder who that is, man.
Yeah,
they're so intelligent.
exactly.
Probably handsome too.
No.
Next on our list, I have our intramural dub.
Dude, that was so hype.
Yeah.
Who do we beat? Was that beating the tennis team?
Yeah, I was beating the tennis team.
Yeah, it's hype.
Which
Man, I really wish we had a B2B
a what?
back to back.
Oh, that would have been
yeah.
sick.
Yeah.
Anyways, sorry.
But
We will this year, for sure.
oh
yeah, definitely. There's always next year.
Yep.
Yeah, we talked about that in the podcast, so it's just a good time. Intramurals was a fun time again. I don't really have a lot left for the first semester. Do you guys have anything else that happened?
Oh, I kind of wrote down a lot. So let me just skim through this. Mitch, did you write anything down?
No.
Oh, okay.
Mitch had no list, remember?
I didn't have a lot happen this year in my first half. That like
Had us in the first half, not gonna lie.
yeah.
Do you remember the memes from A Train?
The memes?
The memes that we made of Mike,
Oh yeah.
like eating the thing.
Yeah, the burritos.
Painting the mural for our hall.
We definitely painted our mural.
Yep. It
Definitely wasn't our girlfriends.
Yep. Me preaching. That was kind of crazy.
You
So-
protched.
What? What?
What?
What?
It's the past tense of preach.
Protched.
I don't know. I just like this came out of my mouth. I
Yeah.
didn't even like mean to say that.
Yeah, that was weird. Okay.
What is? It was just preached, I guess.
I knew
Yep.
exactly what you did meant though.
I locked.
Mike.
I locked Proch.
Maybe
better.
you're drunk.
Maybe I am.
Joey and Mitch are supposed to be the out of whack ones, and now Mike is tripping too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's kind of crazy. But that's kind of crazy. I talked in front of like all of Somo, so that was kind of sick.
Yeah.
Watching Maverick, that was a good time.
Oh yeah, we almost watched. Did we?
Almost
we
watched it
talked
twice in a row.
about this last time.
Yeah, we
Yep.
almost watched it twice.
Old Testament, Mitch. Old Testament with the squad.
So good.
Mike wasn't there.
That was a great time.
But there was like 7 of us all in a row.
TJ.
TJ.
Academic weapon.
Academic weapon. Such a good time.
Dude, that was so funny because like the reason we had our row was because Tim and I were in soccer, and one of our things was like we sit in the first 3 rows of every class because Tom Brady did that. That was our reason.
Really?
Yeah.
So you guys can be like Tom Brady.
Yeah.
So your whole row had to sit in the front.
Yep. And so everyone else followed us, and that was how it was the whole semester.
See, I was not in that class. I'm taking that this fall, which is kind of unfortunate. I
Yeah.
wish I could have taken it with you guys.
With anyone?
No, I don't think so. I was gonna try to see if Kylie could take it and Evan, but neither of them can take it. So
Dang.
it's kind of a rip.
That's tough.
Actually, no, it filled up before Kylie could
Oh.
do that. So that's why.
Oh,
So whatever, it's fine. I'll just take it all by myself.
Yep. Have fun with that.
big boy.
I think I remember someone saying they're going to be in that, but I don't remember who it was. I remember a few things. Well, first of all, it was sad seeing you guys walk away from the lunch table every day.
Yep.
'Cause I knew where you guys were going, and I
Couldn't follow.
couldn't follow.
You could.
Where you go, I go. Where you stay, I'll stay. When you
When
move,
you
I
move, I'll
move. I will follow you.
Ruth moment.
But I couldn't do that. Just like in Thor Ragnarok when. Just kidding.
Hey, Mike, no, we're not going back.
We're not going back to this. You've already reeled us in.
Okay.
Another thing I remember from you guys being in that class is the video you took of Sam.
Oh my god, dude, that was a violation.
Who took that?
I took this video. We were watching a Bible Project video, and there was an animated character that looked just like my friend Sam Moses. And I took a video of the guy on the screen, and then I panned it over to Sam, and Sam looked right at the camera right as it cut, and it was so good.
Is that video
I was-
on the album?
I don't think so, Josh. I'll send it to you.
We should put it on the Instagram.
We should put on the Instagram. It's so wholesome. Please don't cancel
I also
me. but
remember Sam standing up in the middle of class and saying like, "It's this guy's birthday, and he's getting engaged."
yeah, Sam.
That
made
was so fun.
Sam made the whole class. Oh, this connects to my next thing, brunch. I had everybody over for brunch, so that was a good time. You guys were
yeah.
there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But Sam had emailed the professor beforehand, so the professor like is doing announcements, and then she's like, "Oh, Sam, do you have an announcement?" And like, this is a pretty big class.
Yeah, there's like
Like there's probably what 50,
60 people, I think.
Yep. And Sam's like, he stands up and he's like, "Oh yeah, it's Joey's birthday," and made the whole class sing to me. So
His favorite thing.
yeah, it was great.
that
it
was
was a good
so
time.
fun.
That's kind
But-
of awesome of him.
It is. It's really awesome of him, and like I'm thankful. But it's like in the moment you're like just so embarrassed.
Yeah.
But
No, I get that.
yeah. And then they did it at Applebee's too. At that night, Sam did it again. So yeah, that was fun.
I do not remember that, but I believe it happened.
Yep, it happened. Another thing I wrote down: playing basketball at homecoming dance. Everyone was dancing,
Oh, I
and we
wasn't-
just were hooping in the corner. Were you guys not there for
No,
that?
that was
No.
516, Joey. We didn't go to the homecoming dance.
Oh, did we not?
Why didn't we go to the homecoming dance?
I
What were we
don't think
doing?
that was film festival.
No, you guys did that at film festival.
No, because I didn't go to the film festival this year.
Oh yeah, it was homecoming.
It was.
I-
See, told you.
I wasn't there.
Yeah, you weren't there.
I don't know what I was
Mitch, were
doing.
you hooping?
No,
I
I was.
I just remember hooping with like Evan and Carson and Jackson.
I remember hearing about that, but I showed up in my full yellow suit to that dance, and
Yeah.
that was it.
Yep. But then I wrote down starting the podcast, winning intramurals. Mike, do you remember having the pancake eating contest?
Oh my word!
I got a video of that.
Oh,
and I
that
was
was-
just like,
I forgot about
didn't
that.
Dart win?
No.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dart won.
Dart won.
Someone was really close.
It was
It was
Riley.
Riley that was like half a pancake away.
Yep.
Or something.
Yeah, so we had a Somo event, and there was a pancake eating competition, and it was like whoever could eat 10 pancakes the fastest. It was like store-bought pancakes,
Yeah.
and I was pretty confident. That is so much more difficult than you would think.
Oh, yeah.
And also, it's very dry.
Yep. That's
And-
the problem.
It was rough.
Yeah.
Like, I only made it to like 5, which was, and Dart won like by a landslide. I guess not like in comparison to me,
Yeah.
but he won a couple like hockey tickets. I hope he actually went to those games.
Probably not. But anyways, that was cool. The "In Pete We Trust" sign. I don't know why, but that
Iconic.
just wholesome. Playing Presidents like 800 times. The bowling hall event.
Oh yeah,
That was a good time. That was like one of our only hall events.
that was not one of our only hall events.
It was the only one I remember.
You weren't at the first
and then
one.
and then Mitch leaving us. That's first semester.
All right, so this is my cue to leave the podcast.
Okay,
Yep.
bye, Mitch.
Yep. Bye, Mitch.
I was looking through the photo album, and there's a picture of Mike in their dorm room, and they have like a picture. It's a picture
yeah.
I took senior year actually, of them like jumping all together, and they printed it out and put it in their room, and it's just a photo of Mike, and he covered up Mitch in the picture with like red sticky notes, and it's him like looking really sad.
Yeah, we also had one of us saluting Mitch goodbye.
Yeah.
Which I think we need to post that one too.
I had like my final box of things out of the dorm, and they just saluted me as I went out.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
tragic.
That was pretty sad.
Also, this is really random, but I found a picture and it made me laugh. It's of Joey next to a music stand.
Oh, yeah, I
The
know
music
this is.
stand says Bethel Band, and Joey is just slyly covering up the end in band. And I'll let you put together the rest.
Yep.
Just a really funny picture.
Yep. I actually saw that last night when I was going through the photos too, and I was like, that's actually pretty
Where
funny.
was that?
That was after Vespers, so we were
Oh,
coming out
yeah.
of the
I mean, obviously I
Loft.
knew it was at Bethel, but I just was confused.
Yep. So we didn't do that much second semester, but first semester I would think we went fairly
Yeah, it was
consistently.
pretty decent.
But
Yeah, I miss Vespers.
Anything else from first semester, Josh?
I don't know. I feel like it's a little different than high school because, well, even different than freshman year because we had the podcast. So I feel like a lot of it we've
That is
talked
true.
about already.
yeah.
That's what I'm feeling.
'Cause I keep thinking of like, oh, intramurals, but I've talked about that.
Yeah,
Mhm.
This
true.
was a lot more successful year in general with intramurals. I talked about them a little on the freshman one, but
Yeah. And go back and listen to old podcasts. You can find out our hero's journey going through.
yeah.
We were like Thor going. Never mind. Okay.
Not.
I have next on the list the Wausau
Yes,
trip
I had that next too.
Yes, sir.
to Wausau.
I'm
You
not
know,
gone yet.
Mitch stuck around for this.
Is that the one I went home early for?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because we talked about this on the podcast.
We talked about it a lot on the pod. My
About
mom
Joey.
supported me, so that's all that matters.
Well, I'm happy to hear that. Yeah, it was a good time. What do we even do?
Then we go in the hot tub.
Yeah, we spent a lot of time in the hot
Hot
tub.
tub.
We also spent a lot of time just like gaming and just
Pool.
hanging out.
Yeah.
Pod.
all I know it was like all
Or-
of your highlights for Christmas break, and I felt so left out, but it was okay.
Oh, we did sting pong again.
Josh will invite you next year.
I
Sorry,
think
Josh.
that would be weird.
No, it'd be
No,
banger.
it'd be so lit, Josh.
Um,
You'd fit right in.
Yeah, I don't know.
When-
True.
My next thing on the list, this is starting second semester, was meeting Ben Liss.
Oh,
Really? We didn't. I feel like I've known him for years now.
I know.
I'd heard so much about Ben Liss freshman year, but I'd never seen him. But this is the year.
He was not the kind of person I thought he was gonna be.
Yeah, no.
I don't know why, but like, yeah.
Okay, maybe you guys should explain who Ben Liss is and then a little bit about him for the listeners.
Yeah.
Definitely not for me.
So Ben Liss, yeah, Ben Liss is a high school friend of Sam and Tim's, and they talk about him all the time.
Yeah.
Like, in freshman year of college and like first semester of college, they would always be bringing him up. And then so Ben went back to school later because his school was doing J train. He's like didn't do it. So he
No,
had
it's J term.
J turn.
J term, not J
J
train.
train.
J train. J.
That was
train.
my RA training in January.
Yep.
And he stayed with us for like he stayed in Sam's room for like 2 weeks because he had an extra Christmas break, and he like went to class. he like had a backpack and he had a UNW hat and like looked like a student.
Yep.
But anyways, like we met him there. We got to get to know him. A lot of us became really good friends with him. Like we all love him. And he told me, he said he was closer to our friend group in like the probably total like month in like total time he spent with us over the whole second semester than with his own friend group back at college. So very wholesome.
Very wholesome man. Love him very much.
He's so good.
We might see him soon.
Might see him soon. We might be going to a Twins game, possibly. We're hoping. We'll see if it happens. But we love Ben. It's just good having him here. We always love having him here. He became known as the AK hot tub pimp because he would go into the hot tub of Atkinson by himself and just like sit in the corner with his arms like out like he was like on the edge of the hot tub. So it's very funny. He's a funny guy.
He's a very funny human.
And we convinced some people that he went here.
Yeah.
But they eventually caught on and obviously saw him disappear. But so
Suddenly
saw
he's
him.
no longer anywhere around.
They saw him disappear.
yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways,
That makes sense.
that's Ben Liss. We like him. In February, we went to Nickelodeon Universe. Did we talk about getting stuck on the ride?
Yeah.
Yeah. That brings back
got stuck on a
traumatic
ride?
memories.
Yeah. We
Yeah.
never got our free passes.
Yeah. We like.
I'm
wrote our
mad
name-
about that.
Well, they never actually really guaranteed that we get free passes. The lady was like, they might give you like free tickets or something. And they collected our emails and phone numbers. I don't know why, because they didn't do anything with them.
Yeah. That's kind of frustrating. Should send them an email.
Yeah. I got 516 on here. That was a good time. Had my film in there, which I've talked about. And then the one act, which I've also talked a lot about. So just kind of a crazy second semester. Definitely a lot busier. Same as freshman year. I think that's going to be my trend is second semester going to be busier. I don't know what that's like for you guys with like ministry and stuff, but how was your second semester compared to your first?
Mine was probably less busy. I just had harder classes first semester.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Josh, what about you?
I don't know. I feel like it's always the recent one that feels most busy, but then I remember back to first and was like, that was also really busy. So I don't know. I think they were pretty close as far as class and hardness this time. I felt like I had more other things going on second semester. Like first semester, I was basically just doing school all the time. But second semester, there was a little more outside of that going on. So it felt probably a little more packed. But it was really good. Second semester was definitely better.
Yeah.
Hence the movie thing. But
Yeah. Nice.
It was a movie.
It was a movie.
doesn't fit as well as Mike's, but
Facts.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can explain it again if you don't remember.
no,
Please don't.
Yeah.
I think I'm really okay, and I can always go back and like listen.
Okay.
Probably
Yep.
listen to it
Perfect.
5 more times just so I can memorize the whole plot.
Perfect.
Continuity. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Nice.
I've got something that I remember.
Oh,
Just quickly looking through the photos. So I remember one morning, I think it was like a Tuesday or Thursday, so like one afternoon. I wake up and I come out the door, and our room is
Yeah,
just so much
dude.
different.
we never.
And so the first thing I see is both of your chairs, all of our chairs, are upside down. They're just feet are up. And then next thing I see is our dishes are like, you know how like at Duluth the people will rock stack? That's how the plates and cups and stuff were. And I was like, okay, this is weird.
Yeah.
And then our back roller was in our bathroom sink.
Yeah.
And it was just like, so I just sent them a video. I was like, guys, funny prank, right? And then they're like, no. It's like that. And then it just came in the room. It was like, they didn't even know what happened. So like, do we
No.
know? Not at all.
No.
we had no one
So
has admitted.
somebody went into our room that we have no idea. And just kind of, it was funny. They didn't steal anything. That's
Yeah.
what I was checking for. Because like
that we know of.
like my laptop and stuff are expensive, so I was mainly checking that. But like they didn't steal anything. They just like turned our seats upside down, misplaced some stuff, created some art, and yeah. So that was just
all
very
while
weird.
Mitch was sleeping in the other room.
Yeah, I didn't hear a single thing.
this is
That's
the
impressive.
wildest part to me.
Yeah.
This is one of two things that have happened to me in college that I still can't explain or know why it happened.
That's so deep.
So there's that one, which I'm really annoyed that we never figured out. And we asked all of our close friends.
Yeah.
And I believe all of them that they didn't do
And
anything.
it had to be like someone, like it was either one of our friends or like someone was walking down and noticed our door was open, but I don't feel like anyone would do that. Maybe Dart did it.
I doubt that.
No.
Sometimes when we close our door, it wouldn't latch all the way, and it'd be if you just pushed it, it would open. So it had to have been that.
Yeah.
Maybe it was like one of my residents in our hall, but I feel like that's not something people would do.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's so weird.
But what's the other thing? I'm so confused.
The first thing I don't know if I've talked about this on the podcast. I don't think I have. But freshman year, I walk out to my car, and there's a package sitting on the front of my car, or on the trunk of my car, like a UPS package.
You got booted.
And yeah. And I look at it, and it says to Sydney Lanning, who is not me, obviously.
No way.
But I know who this person is. I know it's a theater major.
Of course.
And I just know her through various connections I have. And yeah, I just know who she is. Shut up, Joey.
You're so popular.
So
we
popular,
get
guys.
it.
Yeah,
We
I just
get
know
We get it. You're
everyone.
big time.
I know
We get
everyone
Get
on
it.
campus.
We know.
Yep.
We know.
I'm just like that. Anyways, I see that, and I text her, and I'm like, "Hey, your package is on my car, like from UPS or something." And she's like, "Oh my word, I think that's something I ordered from Target." And I was just so confused how it ended up on my car, like in the stud parking lot. Like I don't even know how it would have gotten there, who would have put it there. Maybe it fell on the ground and someone just put it on the first car they saw. I don't know. But she opened it, and it was horse shampoo that she uses on her hair.
What?
Okay, that just I was following that whole story. Now I'm just way more confused.
And
Horse shampoo.
Maybe an employee from Target
That
delivered
is-
that, recognized
you know
your
what?
car,
maybe.
and put the package
You know
on
what?
there.
Time out. That is theater kids for you.
Yeah.
That-
I
that
go up to her
explains
like
it.
in the theater kid area where they hang out in Totino. Where
Yeah.
They've taken over.
Yeah.
Um,
That is the theater spot.
and I see her
What if
and I'm
we
like,
took it over next year?
bro.
That'd
What are
be,
the odds?
that would kind of go hard. 1 out of 10.
3, 2, 1,
4.
6.
As of 10. I go up to her. I'm like, hey, here's your package. And she opens. She's like, how did this get on your car? I'm so confused. And she like opens it. And she's like, and it's freaking horse shampoo. I just like don't know how to react. And she's like, I'm
Don't
like,
worry, man. There's no cameras anywhere. You don't have to act.
and I'm like, horse shampoo? And she's like, yeah, I use it in my hair. And I'm like,
And she just left it at that.
and I'm like,
She didn't explain it.
oh, okay. She does have very curly hair, but still.
But horses don't have very curly hair.
I don't know. Who knows what the theater kids are into these days? So
okay.
that is, yeah. Let's go to a better question. How do you guys feel about your sophomore year overall?
Dude,
Like-
I didn't even go through my stuff.
oh, well, finish your stuff.
Let me do my
Denied.
stuff. Let me do my stuff. I'll go speedy. Getting my wisdom teeth out.
Oh yeah.
That was a movie. Class reunion with our high school class.
Oh yeah.
That was a good time.
Facts.
Visiting Mitch at Dairy Queen. Did it a few
Yes.
times.
Did that a lot. Go check out my
Bop.
Instagram.
Bopping. Fire alarms going off
Oh,
in the
my
night.
word.
Stupid. Micah going to the ER because he's a baby. Super Bowl party. That was a good time.
Banger.
Unlike the ER. I don't know why I wrote this down, but the therapy dogs at school.
Oh, yeah.
Very wholesome.
Yeah.
I like it. Nick at Night. We talked about that. I have videos of us yelling at each other in Secret Hitler.
That's a good one.
That's a good time.
Chaos.
Ben Liss needing his pants to be washed.
What?
Dude, I don't think we ever talked about that.
Speed round. There was some chocolate that was like some food that was on our top bunk. Like
Which
we
is-
stored it up there.
Speaking of, by the way,
Oh.
I just flipped it over when I left the dorm.
Oh yeah. And Ben Liss sat on some chocolate, so he got chocolate all
Oh,
over
yes.
his
I do
pants.
remember this.
So then he tried to find someone to do the laundry and get his pants in it, and it was just kind of funny.
Joey, that has the
Micah.
same vibes as you getting the stuff on your pants on the way to Dort.
Oh yeah. The hot sauce.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Joey spilled like hot
Yep.
sauce all over his pants, and then I like met him getting out of his car when he got to Sioux Center, and he's just like, "Yeah, I spilled on my pants." And it was just a large spot.
Yep. That
Yikes.
was unfortunate for sure. Micah car not starting. That was a movie.
Oh my word.
Film fest. I only came for the dance. Josh coming to Minnesota. Holy cow! I got through it. Josh coming to Minnesota. Good
Ninamoto.
time. Thumbs up. Visiting Dort. You didn't go, just me and Evan, because we're Josh's real
Who is you in this
friends.
situation? They don't know. It's me, actually.
I'm making
I'll
fun
answer
of
that for
Mitch.
you.
I can make fun of Mike too
Yeah.
for being a simp, so he couldn't go. Going to Top Golf, that was a good time. And
Banger.
going to Mitch didn't do this, but going to the park on one
yeah.
of the last days we moved out. We just went to the park at like 9 o'clock and just ran around and did stupid stuff, and it was a fun time.
I'll post a fire picture of me and Joey.
Oh yeah.
Check it out on
That-
at the 245 Instagram.
Guys, we're
Yeah.
gonna have so many pictures. Mike, are you writing down the ones you want to post?
I am. I'm also gonna post a picture of Ben Liss holding up his sign for laundry too.
Yep. People are gonna love
Was he
those.
successful in his adventure?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go.
It took him a while.
Good job, Ben.
And then like
Does he listen?
No.
I don't think so, but the girl he gave his pants to,
Does
Wait,
listen.
she like left with her laundry, so she took Ben's pants, and then Ben had to like try to find it. But then I think she came back
Yeah.
with the pants and then like set them in the laundry room, and that's
Also-
how he got it back.
He actually sent me a screenshot the other day of him listening to the Disputes podcast. So
Oh,
maybe
yeah.
maybe he does listen now.
Oh yeah,
Let's go.
Ben
So,
Liss, send us an
binge that.
email. The email will be in the description.
Yep. Oh, so much easier now.
Yep.
It's so
Yeah.
easy.
If you didn't notice, I did go back to all the episodes and put our email
Legend.
in the
Josh.
description. So
He's on it.
He's him.
Josh is in.
He is him.
Okay, Mike. Now you can ask your question.
Say, what did you guys think of sophomore year overall? What were your thoughts? And yeah,
we could do like 3 words.
3 words.
That actually ends up being 6 words.
Oh yeah. Thor, Ragnarok. 3 words.
Guys, I got
3
mine.
words.
4 out of 5. Because I was only there for half.
Guys,
Okay.
this is lame.
Yeah, you have to do
Shut up.
good words. Josh, you go. Set a good example for these nerds.
I would say this has a dash, academically rigorous. I was going to say difficult, which is also true, but rigorous is I think it's a better word. Yeah, lots of hard
True.
stuff. Musical. I would say there's like a lot of different opportunities I had with music this year, which was really fun.
Oh, I thought you just wanted to make your sophomore year into a musical, and I was like, fair, go for it, Josh.
We're going to make like the next hit series. It's called College Musical.
Yeah,
Dortmund's
Dort
gonna
the
love
Musical.
it. Dort the Musical. Dort the Musical is, fun fact, a playlist that Micah
It's
made
corn.
for their trip up. It's a really
A
good
big
playlist.
lump with knobs. It has the juice. It has
Throwback.
the juice.
Guys, that's our outro music today.
Yep.
Perfect.
Yes.
Dort the Musical.
Dort the Musical.
It's corn.
I'll say exciting. There's a lot of new exciting things. So it's very general
Good.
and broad, but it works.
There you
Your
go.
guys' turn.
I can go.
Okay.
My first word, 1 word, new friends.
All right. What's your last one?
No, that's 1 word.
Okay.
I just met a lot of cool new people this year, like different various freshmen, like even upperclassmen I hadn't met before.
I didn't know there was such thing.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
Besides us.
Yeah,
we were cool. Obviously.
obviously,
Obviously.
we were the only cool freshmen. But met a lot of new cool people. Became good friends with people that like have been here before, and I knew, and like would consider myself like, I don't know, acquaintances, or like we would talk in the stud or whatever. But like now I actually consider myself friends with them. So that's fun. My second word is very busy. Because I just had a lot going on, being an RA, I had a couple of student worker jobs. I was just doing various things. So had that, but it was a lot of fun. My third word is better.
Thor.
Thor. My third word is more. What's the word? I'm missing it. I don't know. Better, more sleep. I was better at going to bed at a decent time this year.
Rested?
More sleep.
Well rested.
More diligent, I guess is kind of the word I was looking for.
More
Disciplined.
disciplined.
Disciplined. I don't know. I just went to bed at a better time and was just smarter about.
That's
That was a
what
defining
you.
characteristic of your year.
Yeah, that's
was.
really amazing to me. That's what you chose to pick out.
Yep.
Is that you got more sleep?
Yep.
You can't say
Wow.
I got smarter when you used 6 words to describe your year. When
That
you were
was
limited to 3.
obviously 3 words.
They all had hyphens. What are you doing?
Yeah, Mitch.
Yeah,
Oh,
Mitch.
Idiot.
Did you go to college? No, you dropped out.
Your mom
Yeah.
goes to college.
Your mom goes to college.
Yeah, that's my 3 words. College, drop out.
All right.
No, I'm being serious. I'm just kidding.
What's your words, Mitch?
Yeah.
My first word, I'm trying to think of like things outside the box. So I'm going to say serene.
Shut up.
Okay.
We need an explanation if you're going to just drop that.
Okay. I had 3 classes, 12 credits. 2 of them were generals. So I didn't have a lot of busy work to do. So I don't know. I didn't really have to worry about school that much, which is nice. Second word is to do with soccer. I'm gonna pull a card from Mike here. Brick wall, because the whole soccer season, it felt like the offense had a brick wall in front of the net.
Mm.
We just couldn't score. I scored 1 goal this season. Wasn't very good. It
But
was
you
like
scored.
I did score, so I can say I'm retiring from college soccer with 4 goals under my belt.
Nice.
You make
So,
100% of the shots that go in the net.
Facts. Actually, not all the time because there's offsides.
Oh,
Anyways,
true.
my third word is dope. Because what?
Nothing. Just go.
Because the year was pretty dope while I was here, and even
Okay.
when I wasn't here, it was dope to hang out with all the friends, all the fam, all the squad, and yeah, it was good to meet all the new people that you guys are meeting as well.
Mm.
So
Okay. First word I would say is stable, because like you know your routines, you know your people. So I like that more about this year than last year. I would say it was involved in school, coaching, working. I felt like I just did a lot of stuff this year, and wholesome. It was just a good, wholesome year.
It was.
Boom. That's how it's done. 3 words,
period.
30
Nice.
seconds.
Good
Quick
job,
and
guys.
easy.
Yep.
We made
Very
it through.
proud.
Yeah, barely.
This podcast was like Thor Ragnarok.
And we don't need an explanation for how it was. You just have to take Mike's word for it.
Goated.
Facts.
Goated like Thor Love and Thunder.
Yeah,
Those
yeah, yeah.
stupid screaming golds.
So the podcast was not stupid,
Yeah. No, the podcast is great.
but it was
We'll let the
goated.
listeners be the
And we
judge
were
of that.
screaming.
Yeah, so yeah. Okay. Well, I think it's time we wrap this one up.
Like what, Joey?
Oh, like a fighter wraps his hands up before he gets in a fight.
Ah, yes.
This is a new one. We
That was a new one.
we still haven't come up with a list of those, but
Probably
we're
should do
doing a
that.
pretty
Nah, it's-
decent job of just
I like doing
thinking,
it improv.
thinking them up on the fly. So, anyways, thank you all for listening. We hope you enjoyed it. It was fun to talk a little bit about our sophomore year. A little different because we've talked about it a lot already, just due to the podcast being during sophomore year. But nonetheless, we hope it was enjoyable.
Hope y'all have a great day.
Catch you on the flippity flip.
See you in the next realm.
Peace out, gangs.
It's cold up in Vietnam. It has to choose. I can't imagine a more beautiful place.